since last year, I'd kind of tucked the thought of Jnr Nats away in my mind a little bit as a bit of a protectionism thing, because on a personal level, I didn't necessarily have a good experience last year, which was something that I wanted to work on. I think it was self-inflicted for the most part. I just didn't enjoy myself. It was the only competition I've ever done where I didn't enjoy myself, was last year's Junior Nationals. Again, I think I put the wrong pressures on myself and really was doing it for the wrong reasons. So with some reflection, you know, I'm happy to be able to say that my mindset in that regard has changed quite a lot, which is something I'm super proud of. But Team MB going to Junior Nationals was a big part of that.
Down, take it back. Good first rep, on the rhythm.
I think going through the prep that I had going into top lifter, I learned a lot about what doesn't serve me and what does. So I think now just going into it, I'm in a much better headspace.
Two, close to you, close.
I always thought if I want to learn, I want to learn from someone who's practicing, and what's better than learning from the best, learning from a champion, because he knows what it takes.
I suppose mentoring my team has a lot of benefits personally, because I'm able to almost do some self-reflection, help them through experiences of my own. They grow, but I also grow in the process. So they've been a big part of me progressing as an athlete, and especially my headspace.
Back.
It's up to the coach to decide who is at the right level physically, but mentally as well, to be going to nationals. Like, it's a big thing. So I've always ensured that people like Steph and Liam have understood and respected what they're actually going to do. It's not just another competition.
I'm just overwhelmingly excited just to be a part of something bigger, to be able to travel out of state to lift is a big thing. Like, to have my parents support me in doing that as well is a big thing, and being around and knowing that I'm going to be lifting with a group of girls who are really supportive, and everyone's like connected online, and it's all like just a lot of positive vibes. I just feel really good. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I don't think I've ever been at a kind of level where I'd travel for some, I don't know, I've never been at that kind of level. Like, it's kind of surreal.
It should be a big deal. It's a big deal to me as a coach and as a lifter, and evidently it means a lot to my lifters as well because of the way I've framed it.
That was 6. I think it was 6, we can recount.
So actually growing up, I did a lot of sports. Like, I jumped around heaps. From when I was 4 to when I was 17, I danced, Spanish dancing, flamenco. And I got into an institute, and I did that a lot. And then I also did swimming, tried basketball, I tried tennis, I did the whole thing. And then I think what stuck, because it resonated with my family a lot, being stereotypically Spanish, was soccer. And there was a lot of passion behind that. And then I was a goalkeeper there. And I played competitively at Premier League level. To be honest, the things that the powerlifting community gave me, which is what I lacked in the soccer community, was the sense of community, was the people in there. And without going into too much detail, it's a very much for the individual, and the individual work pays off without any external factors or impact. So I think that also just played heaps into why I gravitated to want to continue powerlifting and stop soccer. And I remember I took a break because I went overseas to Europe, and when I came back, to my mind 140 didn't really, it was a big thing for me, in my deadlift, my 140 deadlift, but it didn't seem like anything monumental until I got some external perspective. And then when I came back and I felt like I transitioned into a low bar squat, and I started working at my bench press and felt like my body be in a really healthy physical state, then I started to realize this is actually really good for me, my mental state, my physical state. And I think to this day I'm still trying to refine what keeps me going, and amongst a bunch of things is trying to be a well-rounded powerlifter, which I'm still striving for today.
Yes. Crack. Well done.
Those little things are little confidence boosters along the way. It's you felt so shit beforehand, but look how good you did afterwards, you know what I mean? In the face of that mental adversity, you still managed to pull it off really well. It's really rewarding, it's really emotional of a process when you put everything you've got into something, and to have it actually go the way you want, it's very rewarding. And it's just all the sacrifice, you want to call it a sacrifice, all the time spent was really well worth it. I don't know, I get emotional. I sometimes sit in my car and I'm just crying like a dramatic bitch. I'm oh shit. It's like, oh my God, blast like Celine Dion, and I'm just like, this is my life. Oh. Pretty much.
When I was in like year 10 and year 11, I had this casual job labouring for a flooring company. It was the hardest work still to this day that I've ever done in my life. And it was a team environment that I liked the most. Like you're out and about working in teams and everyone else is thinking about you go to uni, do some sort of degree, get an office job. And I was just like, when it came down to what I liked, I was like, my days go so fast. You feel so accomplished because you started something big and you finished and you do it with your hands. There's a reaction, there's a finished product. And I was just like, I just want to keep doing that. I like the early mornings and the early afternoons you have off because you start early. So I know it wasn't too good at like sports and stuff. Like I think my first year of soccer, I was in the H's, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, fucking H. There was I. So like soccer didn't like it. And then I think I stuck with it for a few years and I did AFL. I was watching this movie Step Up 3D. And it was in the movie that they were doing the flips and stuff, and I associated that with hip hop. So, year 7, I went into hip hop, and I was because I wanted to be like Step Up 3D, and I was like, how do I get that? I'd go out there once a week, for a 2-hour session, and just be on recreational gym floors. I wanted to learn a backflip, I wanted to learn front flip, cartwheels, gainers, and corkscrews, and yeah, full twists and stuff. And yeah, that became me for like a couple of years. First thing out of high school, I went straight into a trade. But I did try to keep up with my uni friends. I could try to keep up with them for a while and then a few bad decisions. I totaled my dad's car. I was on our way home from a uni party. It was a drink driving charge. Something like a huge log went through the window in the crash. If I was a metre to the left, it would have hit me straight in the face and it would have been gone. So for a while it was pretty surreal there because I was just like, you walk out, your car's totaled, you got not one scratch on you and there's this thing through the middle of the window and you're just kind of thinking if I was 1 metre to the left, it'll be gone and you kind of leave nothing behind. One of those things you're not proud of because you don't know telling people if someone they know or know of have been hurt or injured by a drink driver, so it's something I've kept pretty down low about, but then I think about it now and it's almost, I'm so happy for it that no one got hurt. It was the best lesson because from that I just switched, I stopped drinking, I stopped going out on weekends, I started training and I didn't know what I wanted to do with training, but I just knew you keep going there. All that time to yourself, you're thinking you're going to think of something. And yeah, from that, my trade, the ambition to become a better tradesman and do outside jobs and really take it on. And yeah, that's what it came down to. You wake up the next day, you wash your face and you kind of think, what as if yesterday was your last day, what were you going to leave behind? So moving forward, it's like, what are you going to leave behind? What are you going to be remembered for?
Obviously for Liam, we're doing a 4-week turnaround between his first ever competition and then Junior Nationals. So, I understood that would be a challenge in itself. And for the most part, the challenge was creating realistic expectations around the day and ensuring that he was in a good space to execute regardless of a small PB, a big PB, or the rest of it. So all in all, I was incredibly impressed with the way Liam handled himself throughout the prep because it was hard. Since I'm training and working in trades and after work, I kind of have a nap and stuff. Most of the times on weekends, I only get in here about 8:39. So to me, it was like right up in my element. So to squat 220 at like 10 o'clock, whatever time it was, like 9:30, close to 10, and then you just think about bench pressing and you think about deadlifting. It was optimal for me.
Let's get out there. Come on, Liam. Let's go, Liam. Come on, buddy. Take ownership, brother. Take your time. Good, step back like a statue, hold it there. Nice and still and waiting. Big breath, sink and hold your spot. Good position, waiting at the top, wait. Very nice. Very good. Very good, very good, very good. Springy, very springy. All right, I'm gonna go out there, earn this third. And the way we do that is not with crazy lightning speed or anything like that. It's about composure. I wanna see you get under that bar and take ownership of 210. That's what I wanna see out there. You understand? Let's do this. Come on, your great time. Go time, let's go. Come on, Liam. Take your time, it's your minute, mate. Squeeze it in, find your spot. Lovely. Hold it still and wait, eyes, holding it. Feel it up. Smoothing. Smooth and hold yourself. Lovely, finish and stop.
That is a great second attempt there, 210 kilograms.
Very good. I'm gonna put it on, bro. Fucking doing it. Come on, brother, let's go. Let's go, brother, come on. Wedge it in, same as always. Stand strong and settle. Feel the weight and stand nice and still. Nice and still. Long breath. Tight. Hold on, hold it. Hold it, wait! Yes!
Very good, very intense.
Yeah!
And we're waiting for 5 seconds, waiting for size.
You killed it.
Waiting for Carmelina.
Well done!
It felt like it wasn't moving at all. And then all of a sudden I feel my quads catch. And I feel I'm about to, that's when I felt like I was about to stand up. That's why I started smiling, because there's a fighting position I have and I know I can muster up anything. I just have to get out of the hole. And once I felt my quads switch on, I was like, oh, too late, it's up. But it was just that, I was so nervous in the area before, because I was like, it's gonna feel like it's gonna be a fight until you get to that stage, or if you get to that stage. But that's the thing, when being expected for, you had too much riding on it. I wasn't gonna miss squats.
Yeah, feel the platform, feel the vibe. Make these refs happy. Listen to the calls. That's what the first attempt's for, is warming up. Warming up to a PB bench press today, okay? Belt on tight, belt on, let's go. Belt on.
Get around it, come on guys.
Chest up high. Dig the feet in, dig it in. Settle, balance first, balance and wait. Waiting there, hold yourself. Chest to bar. Waiting at the top. Excellent. Good. Very nice. Very good. Very good. Just settle. Let yourself focus. All right. A lot of power into this press. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Chest nice and high. Chest nice and high. Balance, and still waiting for the calls. Chest high. To your face. Good. Yes! Yes! That's it. Oi, don't swear again. Do not underestimate this. 140, had it in your head for a while. You've earned it. Go out there and do everything. Tick all the boxes. Tick all the boxes, yeah? Make sure everything's all tightened up before you go out. You've earned this. Let's go. You've earned this. Come on, Liam. Tight, buddy, chest high, chest nice and high. Dig your feet into the floor. Dig them in and settle. Good, balance first, balance and wait. Compose, settle. Chest high. Hold it. To your face and hold. Unlucky.
Great save by the spotters there. Give them a round of applause.
Good effort. Don't swear.
It was almost like, not funny, but one of those moments where he was in such disbelief because it felt so good, and because his 135 felt so good, he knew that he deserved it and he knew he could have got it. So little lessons you learn about, not necessarily any level of complacency, but some of the things that need to be focused on at those higher ends, and that's going to come with comp experience for Liam, and we both know that.
After it, in my mind I was like, I should have said, because I didn't never said it to him, but I was just thinking, I'm like, oh, you probably should put 142. I reckon I have 142. But yeah, got taught a lesson. And I got fucking scared, because when you go start benching and then the bench goes under the rack and you go, oh shit, oh shit, hope these spotters are looking. But yeah, no, it's a good lesson. But I still don't take it as a loss. I was just like, oh shit, fuck. Stop swearing. That's it.
Cool, once you pass the knees, snappy. Hold on for the referees, happy days.
Also believe that puts Isaac in the lead currently.
Start your pulls well. Got a great day, let's get out there, let's go. Come on. Come on, bro, let's go. Big pulls to finish. Take the slack, quads, and take it back and hold. All day. Good boy. Killer, man, killer. Let's go, get out there. Dial it in, let's go. Let's go, come on, there we go. Composed, let's go Liam, composed. High position, take the slack, close to you and back and hold, waiting. That's nice, that's real nice, that's smooth, good boy. It's your turn, bro, it's your turn. Fucking dial it in now, dial it in. Plenty of chalk on the hands. Let's go 262, bro. You know what you came for. We've had a big day, all right? You came to me at the start of the year, you want to fucking take this seriously? This is your opportunity, yeah? You hear me? Take the time. Chalk it up, we're going to scrub it up. Big deep breaths. 262, man. Do not underestimate this weight. You're going to have to work when you get out there. You ready to work, man? This is your last lift of the day. Last lift of the day, bro. Massive pull. Come on. Let's fucking go. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Let's go! Get under it, use your quads! Quads tight! Take it back, come on! Unlucky. Go and shake the hands.
Some of the assumptions that are sort of made in the bro lifting community about things like back shape, things like pulling position, all the rest of it, which I feel may have gotten in the way of that third attempt for him. But with some reflection, he's just going to grow as a lifter and still manage to put kilos on his total. So we were really pleased with that result in the end, yeah.
I didn't even think that I'd get 250 this year. Like this year, I put it in the back of my mind when I started Matt. I'm like, oh, it'd be cool to have 250 by December. And what was it, July, June? Yeah, July 8th, I had 250. So I was already like halfway through and dealt like further than I would be. I'm not disappointed at all.
For Steph, this is something that truly was very special for her. And I think it is for a lot of lifters, but I can safely say on another level, Steph's emotional commitment to this day was something else. We had eyeballed Junior Nationals for quite a while, and coming out of elite soccer, this was her stepping stone to almost put herself at that same level in a new sport. You know, like on the local level, she did very well. To go to Junior Nationals, but also to go to Junior Nationals with the mind on being the best, that's almost like a gateway from one sport to the other, I feel. We've been working on that for a year and a half now, and that's been back of mind for a long time.
Take your time now, wedge it in. Your minute, wedge it in tight. First, find your spot. Stand strong and rhythm. Rhythm and weight, eyes first. Hold the spot, It's back, hold the spot, beautiful. Excellent, good. Perfect. Good. We know how much this means to us, yeah? Let's do it. It's your second attempt before your third. You're warming up to your work, let's go. Dial it in, girl. Wedge it under. Wedge it in tight. Get that spot on your back. Good, stand and settle. Rhythm off the rack. Rhythm and standing still. We're gonna punch it deep. Hold yourself. Long breath. Punch deep and hold yourself. Beautiful.
And that is a very strong
Focus in. Your weight. Wedge yourself the same spot, just like training. Find it, good. Strong off the rack, settle yourself, nice and still and strong. Waiting here. Long breath, hips back. Hold your spot, come on! So close.
Unfortunately, just a little too heavy there.
You did well. Good fight. Go down and settle. Good luck.
It was just really disappointing, to be honest. Like, more in the case that I don't think I got to showcase all the hard work I put in. Because in my mind, like, the mental prep and the emotional state that I was in during this prep was so much more developed in a good way than my top lifter prep. And in my top lifter prep, I lost like 8 kilos and I put on 5 kilos on my squat, right, or something like that. But then I went into this one in a really good mental state, like really happy, like really positive, like, and I only got to showcase a 2.5 kilo PB, which I understand, like, in the grand scheme of things, like a PB is a PB, but I don't think that was reflective of like me and the amount of work I put in the last 4 months. Do you know what I mean?
It's the first lift that Steph's ever missed in competition. So it was very challenging for both of us to handle. It took us a bit of time between squatting and benching to actually get back on the horse emotionally and come back ready to tackle those next 6 lifts. But regardless, she fought very valiantly on her squats and she couldn't have done more in my eyes. So I'm really proud of her efforts there.
Fucking go time now. Composure, listening to the referees, yeah, tick those boxes. Coming with a real nice speedy 62, yeah?
Yep.
Chest meets the bar, chest meets the bar, big breath. Chest up high, punching back. Yeah, all the good stuff we do every single time we bench press, all the great sessions we've been doing. Let's go, girl. Let's go, Steph. No, no. Same as always. It's me and you. Dig it in tight, dig it in nice and tight. Good. Strong elbows on unrack. Strong elbows and hold. Elbows and settle, open up and waiting there. Hold it. Chest high. Face, wait. Yes. Yeah. That's nice. That's real nice. That was really nice. This is exciting. This is the comp PB for you. This is exciting. Okay? Don't underestimate it. Go out there, be humble, and smoke this.
The bar is loaded for Steph.
Let's go, Steph. Come on.
Second attempt. Come on, Steph.
Big rep here. Same setup, exact same thing. Good, take your time. Good, find your spot. Beautiful, chest up nice and high. That's it, right on top, right on top. Lovely. Hold strong. I reckon balance, elbows balance. Balance and settle, chest high.
Stop.
Chest to bar, hold still.
Press.
Face, wait. Yes! Well done, that's the fucking rep, that's the fucking rep, hey? That's the fucking rep, Steph. Practice a lot just right under this load. Okay, it's going to ask something of you, you're going to deliver. That's all. No questions asked.
Please. Press. Punch it, wait.
Focused. Everything. Tick every box technically. Listen to me when we're out there. Me and you just like training. Yeah? Me and you just like training. Let's go. Big focus. Let's do this. Yeah? Take it step by step. Step by step.
You have Steph coming out next with a 70 kilo bench, 2.5 kilograms up. The bar is loaded.
Let's go. Come on, let's go, Steph. Let's go.
Let's get around Steph for her last bench press on today, 70 kilos.
You can do this. Let's go. You've got the strength for this. Same setup as always. Nice and high, right on top. Good. That's your spot. That's your spot. Hold strong. Settle and open. Settle, settle. Hold that. Chest high. Waiting. To your face. To your face. Wait, wait, wait. Yes. Come on. Yes, good girl. Careful with the swearing.
Well, it's like, I told you so. Like I said to myself, like, I told you so. Like, this is fine. You're doing good. Like, just keep going. Like, you're making the best out of your day. It was just really rewarding. Like, again, very surreal, but in a different kind of a way. In a good way, I guess. Yeah.
Take your time out there. We're going to get some confidence with this weight. We want this to be snappy, okay? It's all about position. Position feeds good attempt on the way up, and that's what we need to do, feed good attempts. We're warming up right now, warming up. Let's go, Steph. Take your time now, your spot. Settle yourself. Length and rhythm. Take ownership of the bar, that's it. Long, long. Close to you, hips down, on the thigh, hold the top, waiting. Very good. Very good. That's fucking on. That's fucking on. 185. You've done this. We're going to take ownership today and earn a big fucking third. All right. Focus on your second. Do it just like 170. Hit your pocket. Feel it and drive through to finish. That nice snappy lockout. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about there. Yeah. Let's focus in. Focus in.
And the bar is loaded.
Let's go. You're on. You're on. Let's go. Come on, Steph.
She attempts a new national record, 185 kilograms in the junior 72 kilo class.
Find your spot, stay strong. Length, rhythm, same as always. That's it, your time. Long and strong. Good, hips down, on the thighs and back, hold. Great work.
I remember I said to Matt before the day that it's like, no matter the number you're going to put on the bar, I'm going to lift it. I said, well, that's not a confidence thing. That's just like my dedication and like my ability like to work and like my desire to prove us both right and to make us both proud, you know?
We do so much back-end work, like I can't even begin to give insight into how much work Steph does and how much work I put her through. The preparation that we've done for her deadlifts especially, and the technical progression she's made since day one, like it's crazy the sort of changes that we've made.
We've made a slight alteration for the win. That's what we're going for right now. Okay, we're going 190, smoking it for the win. Okay, 195 risks getting second. My priority for you is the win, a huge PB and a fucking record. We're going to take this 190 and crush it. All right, game on, game fucking on. Let's go. You want to slap here? Yeah. Ready to take this? This is big. This is massive. We've been working so hard for this. Come on, focus in. Everyone's behind you here. Everyone's behind you. Let's focus, let's focus. Come on. Your butt. Massive pull here. Massive pull. Come on, Steph, let's go! Nice and tight, Steph. Everything on this. Take your time, take your time. Length and rhythm. Long, take ownership of the bar. Length, get long. Flow. Close to you. On your thigh, on the thigh, on the thigh. Hold there, wait. Yes! Yeah!
Yeah, it was just pure energy, and that sounds really cliche, but I was just like, I had this massive like feeling in my chest that the only way I could like, so the way, why I'm so calm before my lifts is that I'm preserving energy. And I'm putting it into my lift. So when I'm exhaling it is when I'm like having a war cry, if you want to call it that. So to feel that like that I told you so moment, or like you did that moment, like that self-pride moment, like not for me, not just for me, but for Matt, for my parents, like meant a lot to me. So it's like, and in context of the day and in context of like how much we worked for this day, like it all kind of was in that moment of pure like satisfaction and like happiness, you know.
Absolutely stoked with that result, and at the end of the day, something that I continue to reaffirm is that the positive results that came out of it is your first national record. So she got her first national record and she won the 72s. In terms of my opinion, that day could not have gone better from those perspectives. Like I mentioned, we've got the squat, which was disappointing for us, but it's one of those things which I explained and I've talked a lot with Steph about, and I'll talk with a lot of my lifters about. As heartbreaking as it is, these little failures, these little mistakes have happened, will happen. They're a fact of the sport. It's part of being a professional in the sport, and what was really impressive was how Steph carried herself after that point. She was able to pick herself back up, or we were able to pick ourselves back up and actually perform an excellent back end of the day. So yeah, fantastic result for Steph.
And to have my parents fly with me, and like they were emotional the day before, like my dad was really emotional afterwards, which was very, very special to me. So it just made it feel good, like it made it feel right. Like that was, like it was what I thought it would be the entire time, and that was just positive vibes, you know. It was very supportive, and like I had all the girls in the back in the 72s as well, like supporting me. It was such a good group of girls, like so just the general vibe was very different in a really good way.
Then it was my turn pretty quickly actually to step up on the platform. Pretty much wrapped up with Steph's day, and came out and sort of said hello to a few people, and there was weigh-in time. Went and weighed in, that was all handled really well. Dean and I did a really, really good job of handling weight on the days leading in. Very impressed with that actually. That's something we took a very different approach to the conventional sort of powerlifting method, and it ended up paying off really nicely. Immediately after weigh-in, Tang knows me too well, took me outside, helped me to settle mentally because it had been a emotionally turbulent 48 hours to say the least, ups, downs, all the rest of it. It was time to put that behind me and separate myself from those emotions and focus on what I'd been training for the last 12 months, right? So he was really good at handling me before things even started. So yeah, massive thanks to Tang as always for getting me in the right headspace. We talked, we visualized, we came together and we were on the same wavelength before even beginning warming up, so that was great.
Deep breath in, smooth descent. Let's fucking go.
Come on, Maddie. That's it.
Let's go, Maddie. All yours, brother. Let's go. Right in there, bro. Nice and light. Patient now. Take your time. All the time in the world. Deep breath. Smooth. Drive out. Hold. White light. Deep breaths. Just fucking ace it out there. Show good balance and poise. Feel for your feet. Ready to go. Let's get out there. Let's go. Let's go, Maddie. Let's go.
Let's go, Matt.
Make it yours, bro. Make it all yours. Let's go. Straight in. No shuffling. Perfect, bro. Lightweight. Take your time, wait for it, compose. Breathe. Drive out, tall, hold. I have full belief you can fucking do this. That's why it's on the bar. Hit it well, smooth, come out, second win. Fucking strong. Yeah, let's go, MB. Strong and composed from now, bro. Strong and composed. Lightweight. Now steady, bro. Steady. You've done this. You've done it. Breathe. Strong. Drive out. You got it.
Last year I actually missed an attempt at the national record, and I've missed a couple of attempts 12 months ago at around that 260 mark. So to have progressed since then and to come out and annihilate that weight for me was a massive stepping stone. And it's an emotional thing because the support that I had during that squat was phenomenal. Like the sheer commitment from everyone there, and I guess just involvement in my commitment to that squat was crazy. Like that's what powerlifting is all about. So that was pretty special.
5 kilo bench press.
Tight set up. Have a feel of the bench. Take your time. You got a full minute.
Matty B, the 1%er. Let's go,
hey. Let's go, MB.
Let's go, Matt.
Take your time, bro. Feel it out. Feel your feet. Good spot. Get high, use your arch. Steady, good, perfect, hold. Chest to bar. Back, hold.
If I've held on to it for a bit long, I'll try it next time.
I will.
Double. Let's go, Matt. Give it up, guys.
go, MB. Feet on. Get up nice and high. Good, chest to bar. Back, 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 hold. Yeah, I agree. Take it. Take what's there.
Let's do it. I can do it.
Follow.
Let's go, Barnes.
Let's go, Maddie. Listening to Wilkes' voice.
Go, Barnes.
Good, hold. Nice. Chest up high.
Stop. Press.
Bunch back, 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 back. Oh.
Unfortunately, my third didn't come off. It's one of those things which I'm not going to even try to explain. It just didn't come up. There are many factors which I could blame, but for the most part, it just didn't happen, and I'll improve next time. It's a pretty simple process. It's one of those things where I literally came off and just moved on. It was one of those things. I got the experience of missing lifts that I understand what needs to happen.
Here's a load for Matt. Give it up for Matt, guys. Technically sound sumo lifter.
Strong MB. Flows through.
Easy, mate. Push the bar around, nice. Two white lights. He's happy. Takes it to
How'd that feel?
Now we have that doing 200.
5 red plates, baby. Give it fucking respect. Move it fucking quick. Fucking quick. Super speed off the floor. Then stand strong up the top.
Let's go, Matt.
5 red plates and a collar.
Let's go, MB.
Cool down collected.
Fire up, bro. Fire up.
He knows what he's doing.
Strong, Maddie. All the way through. Finish through.
Maddie shows like he's one of the best in the division.
Let's fucking do it. Let's fucking go and do it.
And the support when I came out for my final deadlift was incredible. The friends and family who came along are just so special, you know what I mean?
Let's go, Maddie. Come on, give him a bit of noise. Let's go.
Let's go, Maddie. Easy work.
Compose, Maddie. You got it. Rip and rip. Close. Through. Hold. Yes. Hold on.
The feelings that I have when I'm out there performing and I've got the support around me, I'm sure it would be very different if I was there and no one that I knew was in the crowd, you know? It's a massive part of competing to me, not just going out and lifting, but having that support and that network there with me is incredibly special. To be able to pull back was almost that mark of professionalism that I was searching for, and as a team, Tang and I achieved that by coming out and going, you know what, we're experienced enough to pull this back and know that we've got the win, and that for me was a massive stepping stone of composure, professionalism, being at next level, if that makes sense. From the very beginning, I treated it very much as, I'm coaching you guys into Junior Nationals, but we're also training together as athletes for Junior Nationals. You know, we were catching up for sessions a little bit outside of coaching and spending time together as friends, spending time together as, as lifters.
You can't turn back now, because if you fall now, you fall on your face because you gave up you've given up literally everything to be here. And so this is you now. So you nail it, and then you're just like, it's a really good feeling,
Is there anything you can compare it to, that feeling?
Oh, tax return maybe. Nah.
I can't imagine my life without powerlifting. Everything around my life is consumed by it in the best possible way, like in a really conducive, like healthy way. I think about it all the time. I talk about it probably all the time, and to see how like much my life has changed just in a year and a half is indicative to me that like is the best thing for me. And like to me, as someone who's gone through a lot of sports and like a lot of like phases in life, to not see an end to it or like to want to feel an end to it, yeah, I know it's good. That's what's there.
So to have those guys there, to have Steph backstage with me for deadlifts, all those things really just encompass the team, family, and like the love that we have as a powerlifting team. You know, it goes beyond work. You know, it's crazy. The relationships we all have, it absolutely transcends client-coach. You know, we're best friends. So it was very special to have everybody there, but particularly for Liam, Steph, and myself to have gone on that journey together into Junior Nationals and to all come out with a lot of success. Mate, couldn't be more happy with that, eh?